All right. I think we're live. Are we live? Can you see it?
I can't see you yet.
Okay, well, I think there's a delay, so
I just refreshed it. Nothing yet. I usually don't have to hit refresh when it's Joelle or Andrea, so
I think it's just a delay.
there you go.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Now that you got to watch us go through that. Um, we are excited to have you. Let me get my screen going here. If anybody doesn't know, I'm not the best with technology, so bear with me if it takes a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I am Allison, and this is Alicia, and we are here to talk to you about what we do and how we do it. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three. I've always been a homeschool mom until just recently, which is really, really scary for me, but I'm hanging in there. And this is Alicia. She is an amazing firefighter's wife and mom of two. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that yet. That's all right, though. So we're going to talk about what it is that we do. We all know about Beachbody products. They are all over the TV. Everybody has heard about P90X and Insanity and TurboFire, Hip Hop Abs. They're everywhere, which makes it really, really easy because everybody knows about what we're doing, and they're the top-rated products that are on the market right now. So it makes it really easy for us because we are not salesmen by any means. We use the products, we get results, and we share with people because we genuinely enjoy what we do and we know that they work. And all we do is find people that need our help and we direct them in the right direction that they need to go. One of the hottest new products right now is 21 Day Fix. Alicia's going to tell you a little bit about that.
So if you guys have been following me, you've seen a little bit about the 21-day fix already. If you haven't heard of it before, it's basically a portion-controlled clean eating system that offers, you don't have to count calories with this, which is a lot of what people don't like doing when it comes to dieting or changing their eating habits. So there's no guessing involved, there's no adding calories together all day long, and most importantly, there's no starving involved. That's super important with the 21-day fix. There's 30-minute workouts every single day, so it's not super time consuming. You're not starving, you're putting clean foods in your body, and you're getting results. And so that's why it's become so popular, is because you don't have to starve, and it's super easy, and you get quick results with it in 21 days. So that's basically what the 21-day fix is all about.
Perfect. It's absolutely amazing. It's so easy. It's been a total game changer for everybody. Excuse me. All right, so what are coaches? We're customers, that's it. We're people that love the products. We use them and we share them. We're average, everyday people. We're not fitness models. We're not nutritionists. We're not sales professionals or personal trainers. We just lead by example. We have fun, and we just share what we do. In this business, your income is a reflection of the number of lives you change. Because if you don't go out there and you don't genuinely care about people and helping them, then you're not going to get very far. Because like I said, it's not about selling, it's about helping people, and it's about sharing what you love. And when you do that, then it's easy. All
So
right,
I think this is my slide.
go ahead.
So there's right now in America, there's a massive health crisis. Obesity is huge right now. You hear about high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. It's all tied back to obesity and being overweight. And the way we eat in America, everybody kind of knows this. It's not really that great. We're all about food being cheap, easy, fast. We don't want to think about it. So it's just really become a problem in our country right now. There's basically a ton of people you can help right now with food and with exercise. and just sharing what you're doing, people will catch on to that, and they don't know where to look for help. So when they see you doing it, they see a normal person doing it, they want to do it too. And so the people that we have available to help, is the number's endless right now in this country.
Where it all began, I absolutely love talking about Carl. Our CEO, Carl Deichler, he's the one that created this business, and he failed over and over and over again to make this happen. And the second that I saw him speak live at a conference, I knew that I was never ever going to leave this company, because he built it with so much integrity and so much passion that he truly believes that our mission is to end the trend of obesity. And he truly believes that we're going to do it. And he does not stop fighting every single day and backing us in everything that we do, which is absolutely amazing. All right, what do we promote? We promote fitness plus nutrition plus support. We give it all. We have it all. That's what's so great about the company. It's not just some fad diet. We teach you lifestyle changes. We give you the programs, the top of the chart programs that we've talked about, top of the line nutrition with the new 21-day fix and the portion control and Shakeology, plus the support of the accountability coaches or accountability groups and coach network. Gives you everything that you need. Here's me on the right. Oops. I don't know how to go back. Sorry, guys. I clicked on it. This is me, Allison, on the right. I had a pretty rough time for quite a long time when, after I had my kids, during my pregnancies, I never really gained weight. It wasn't until after my second son, or my second child, was about 1.5 or 2 years old that I started to gain weight. And I just kind of ignored it. I went up and down for years. But somewhere along the way, after being married for, gosh, almost 10 years, I hit a brick wall. I just, emotionally and mentally, I pretty much went insane. I fully believed 100% that my husband was cheating on me, even though there was no evidence to support that claim. There was no reason for me to believe that. After doing some soul searching, I discovered it was because of my insecurities. I was so insecure about who I was because I had thrown myself into this role as a wife and a mom for so long that I kind of forgot who I was. And I wasn't an individual anymore. I had nothing for me anymore. And I love, my husband and my kids. I love being a wife and a mom. But I think it's common for women to put themselves on the back burner when they're in that role. And you're not really doing anybody a favor when you do that. So I found Andrea a couple of years ago, and I joined one of her challenge groups, and immediately my life started changing. I was on the verge of divorce right then, which is a big deal for me because my husband and I came a long way to get to where we were, and for it to all almost come crashing down, it was devastating to me. So I joined one of Andrea's challenge group, and I immediately felt changes. After only a couple weeks, I started becoming a new person. I guess not really a new person, but becoming who I was meant to be. I started to remember why I loved myself and why I should love myself. I started to remember why I was strong and why I was beautiful and what I was capable of. And from there, it all just kind of avalanched and snowballed, and my husband and I completely changed our relationship, and we have something that I never imagined was even possible. And now I'm rambling, so I'm going to hand it over to Alicia.
So that's me on the left of the screen. My before pictures was about 3 months after I had my second baby. I've always been thin my whole life. I never struggled with weight. I was always about 115 pounds, a size 2, but I was never healthy, you guys. My first pregnancy, I ate McDonald's, I'm not kidding you, every single day, and I had it with Sprite. I had my McDonald's with Sprite because it was caffeine free, so I thought I was doing myself a favor. That's the kind of mindset I had. That's how I thought about food. So I had my second baby, and I thought with breastfeeding, you just lose weight automatically, right? That's what they all tell you, right? Well, no, that did not happen. I continued to gain weight very slowly, and I honestly had no idea that I looked like that right there in that picture. I've never had any curve to my body. I was shocked when my husband took that photo. Um, but basically what happened was I had my second baby. I was a hairdresser by trade. I did not want to go back to work for minimum wage, working 40 plus hours a week, not seeing my children, paying $1,000 a month in daycare. Like I was so depressed about it. So I had been following Allison for about a year, and she knew that I was meant for this. I've always been, not always, that's a lie. The last year I've been into nutrition big time. And
Since I met you.
yeah, so for about the past year or two, I've been really into nutrition, and she was like, this is perfect for you, you'll love it, you'll love it, and I just kept putting her off, thinking that I could just make the hairdresser thing work, and it wasn't working for me. So I was in bed watching an infomercial for the 21-day fix, and I text Allison. I was 3 months postpartum, and I said, "Can I do this? Is this something I can do while I'm, breastfeeding and just had a baby?" And she said, "Yeah, absolutely, you can do it." And I said, "Okay, sign me up." And I signed up that day. That was May 28th of this year, and so I didn't ever have to go back to work. I decided that when I signed up, that was going to be it. This is going to work for me. This has to work for me. And it has totally changed my life. My husband is getting healthy. He's getting strong. I'm getting healthy. I'm getting strong. I don't struggle to carry my baby. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you see that I wear my 20-pound, 6-month-old everywhere. And everyone always thinks that it's hard on my body, and honestly, it's not. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I have more energy. I don't feel, when I had my son, I felt so sleep deprived and like I couldn't do anything. But with this baby, I just feel normal already at 6 months postpartum. But I think the biggest thing for me is when I decided to do this, I decided that it just had to work for me. Both the fitness end, the nutrition end, and the business end, it was what I was going to do, and nothing was going to stop me.
And it hasn't.
It hasn't, no.
Let's talk about Shakeology. This is another thing that really sunk me deep into this company. I've never really been one for things that are fad diets or weight loss shakes. I've always just kind of brushed those aside and said, no, that's full of chemicals. I don't want to drink that or eat that. But when I was first starting, my coach Andrea showed me a video from the creators of Shakeology, and when I saw the passion and the integrity behind how they created this product, I knew that it was a company that I could trust in everything that they do. They use, there's I think over 70 superfoods in this drink alone, meal replacement, whatever you want to call it. I call it my heaven. And it's all natural, and they do their best to keep it as close to whole foods as possible. Obviously, that's not possible, but they do their best to do that. Isabella, one of the creators, she actually turned down her own husband. She's Carl Deichler's wife. She actually turned down her own husband when he first presented this opportunity to her. She's a nutritionist, and he asked her to create him this product to help go alongside the workouts that he was providing this company, and she said no. I think 3 times. 3 times in a row, she told her own husband no. No, because I've done that before, and companies always try to mess with the integrity of the product that I create. They change it, and it's no longer good. And so once he finally convinced her that he would do his best to keep it to her standards, then she finally agreed, and they did. And that really stuck to me because I've always been about eating real food, basically. All right, now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Everybody wants to know, how the heck do you earn money as a coach? The basic way that you earn is you earn 25% commission on all retail sales, on top of getting a 25% discount on all of your own purchases, which is pretty awesome. And it escalates from there. There's several different levels of commission depending on what you're doing, but 25% alone is amazing. We do challenge groups every month, and generally we limit them to 5 people just to keep it personal. That's just us, the way that we like to do it. But we don't always. It just depends on the situation. And so even at 5 people a month, we average about, well, what is that? Maybe like $250 just from that challenge group, with just from those 5 people, which is pretty substantial. And there's several other ways that you earn money too.
So this is a challenge pack. This is usually what people do as far as the challenge groups. They get challenge packs. It comes with your workout, whichever one you choose, whichever program you decide to do. For example, I did the 21-day fix. My husband does Insanity. You get your workouts. You get your 30-day supply of Shakeology. You get your coach, your personal coach, and your accountability groups. So it's super, super discounted when you do it this way. You basically, it's not usually much more than the cost of the Shakeology that you get your entire program, your coach, your accountability group. And so that's what I did.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you get everything that you need, like we said, the fitness, nutrition, and support. Because on top of just the Shakeology, every program has their own nutrition guide. They're all different.
Yeah, you get
But
your meal plan.
right, right. And so it's really a no-brainer to go with the challenge packs. If I could do it again, I would do it over and over again. Um, because it gives you all the tools that you need to be successful, and it's a way better deal anyway.
Definitely.
So once you get your challenge pack, then we put you into a challenge group, and some of you may have experienced these before, and some of you haven't. And this is how I started, and like I said, it completely changed my life being a part of this challenge group. It was such an amazing group of women that were in my group that they were all so supportive and active and uplifting, and so this is the support part of it, and we all are there for each other, and we have fun, and we learn how to make a complete lifestyle change. Excuse me, this cold is getting me. All right, so I told you there was more ways to earn. There are bonus programs. There are several different types of bonus programs. This is a true team business. It's not like what people say, pyramid scheme. I don't even know what that is, really. It's more of like a circle. We all earn from each other. You earn team bonuses, team cycle bonuses, and that comes from the coach who signed you up, the coach who signed them up, the coach who signs up underneath you. It goes in a cycle, and we all earn from each other, and that's how it creates this huge team effort to where we're totally there for each other. And in the Misfits, if you don't follow us, then you know that we have a huge family. Having these people in my life has completely changed me. We're there for each other 100%, not just business-wise, but for everything. Oh, and we also love to give prizes. Can't see from the picture. We love to give prizes. All right, and then of course there's the trips. If you don't follow me again, then you don't know that we go on trips all the time. We go to Vegas every year. We got Dallas in November. I'm going to Scottsdale for a trip that I earned next month. We got Cabo in April, Nashville in July. And we always just have a blast, and we learn so much. The thing about it is that we surround ourselves with people that lift us up, and we don't let each other be negative, I guess. We always try to lift each other up, and so when we get in this environment with each other, then... Oh, hold on just a second. Oh, Tanya, you threw me off. You made me think there was something wrong. Sorry, she texted me. Okay, so if you can't tell, we have an absolute blast. We learn while we're there. We get inspired while we're there, and we just surround each other with positivity and have a blast. Yeah, there's my toddler. All right. Yeah. I don't remember. Was this me or you?
That one is me.
That's you. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when you become a coach, these are the things you get with that. You get a personalized website, which is huge because with any business that you're going to run, a website is going to be something that's going to be very time-consuming and expensive for you to do. But when you do it this way, when you become a MisFit coach, it's all done for you. You have your online office, which tracks everything for you. They give you marketing tools. They give you a full library of training, and that's just on the Beachbody end. We also have MisFit training, which I absolutely love. They make it so easy for you. We have personal development resources, which is usually like books or podcasts, things like that. And you also get paid weekly, which is my favorite part because my husband works really crazy hours, and so his paychecks can range from like something that pays one or two bills to his full pay in one paycheck. So his pay is so unsteady. So that really helps us. That's my favorite part about the online office.
There's lots to it.
There's so much. It's huge. There's so many resources on that website.
Oh, you kind of threw that in there too. We have our own personal one too.
Yeah, this is our MisFit training website, and it has everything from your basic training, very, very simple things, up to the scripts for the more complicated things that you might need help with. Everything here is handed right to you on a silver platter. Everything you'll ever need to get started and to keep your business growing is going to be right here on this MisFit website. And there's lots of videos, which is what I like about it because I can just turn a video on and watch it and not have to read and strain my eyeballs. What's your favorite part, Allison?
All of it. I really like the advanced. I think that's something that's unique to our team is when you go into the Emerald and Diamond, which are ranks as a coach, when you get into the advanced trainings, I think that that is really helpful, and I know that Andrea and Joelle especially have put in a lot of time into giving us things that maybe other coaches don't have, which is really, really great.
Yeah, there are a lot of other teams that don't have this kind of thing, and it's easy to get lost and confused on the Beachbody website, and this way through the MisFit website, it's super, super simple.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just a few more things about us. We always have a new training starting at the first of the month, so we'll have that coming up soon, and it's going to be amazing. We have put in some more work into really cutting it down and making it simple and easy for people to follow. You just takes a few minutes a day of your time to follow, and it gives you everything that you need to get going. There's a money-back guarantee, which is always awesome. If for some reason it doesn't work out, you join and you're like, ugh, I hate this, which probably won't happen. But just in case, you can always return it and get a money-back guarantee. No stocking products. Duh, that's awesome. I don't have to have anything like stacks and stacks of boxes of products in my home. You just order through our websites, which we've already showed you are customized and amazing. There's no contracts. There's incentive programs. You get free customers, which is awesome. Once you hit Emerald rank, then you start to get customers. So if someone orders from, say, the Beachbody corporate site or the infomercials, then they get distributed throughout the coaches so that they get that support too. And then we get the benefit of it as well. And there's several different levels of those. Not to mention the Success Club programs that we get. Like I mentioned the trips before, that's one of them. Every month they try to do another type of Success Club incentive. Like I just got in the mail today, I just got a stability ball and an agility ladder and jump rope. Yay, you get clothes all the time. So there's lots of stuff about it. Oh,
I have something free coming in the mail too.
That's what it is, I think. I totally forgot what it was, but I just got it in the mail today, and that's what it was.
I got something that said, a prize is coming your way, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I got that email too, and then I just got it today, and I was like, oh, that's what it was. It was for Success Club last month.
Well, that's what mine is, but I didn't get it yet. So my business story, let's see. My first month was, I signed up like a couple days before the end of the month. But I hit the ground running. I shared it with everybody. I was super, super excited about it, and I made $90. That paid for a majority of my first challenge pack. It was good motivation for me. I thought it was kind of cool to make a little bit of extra money. And then my next month exploded. I promoted challenge groups. I help anyone and everyone, and it just really explodes really fast when you just start helping people. And let's see, September, the month is, we still have a little bit left in the month, and I have made $541. That's what you got, Allison?
Yep, already. And you have another paycheck coming in, so odds are
Another
you're just going to
paycheck
keep
coming in.
growing.
So, and I dedicate about an hour to 3 hours a day, depending on my children and what they let me do.
And how on task you are.
Yes.
Or is that just me?
No, that's me. It's how much time do I spend scrolling and how much time do I spend working?
Okay, this is me. I started coaching back in 2012. Is that right? Yes, at the very beginning of 2012. Um, but I didn't really start working. I just kind of did it. I decided to do it because I really wanted to help people. I really liked the idea of the coaching system. When Andrea presented it to me, I was like, yes, that sounds amazing and perfect for somebody who just is a giver at heart and likes to help people. But I never really put it towards a business. I just kind of had fun with it. I did things here and there. And January of this year, I really, really buckled down. And so you can see where where I decided to really start working. I was set at about $200 a week for a good year and a half, if not longer. And at that time, my husband was working out of state. He was home probably every 2 to 3 months, depending on what the company let him. And sometimes it would only be for 2 to 3 days. Um, and almost 2 years ago, I used to travel with him. I homeschooled my kids and I traveled with him so that we didn't have to do that. But almost 2 years ago, we had our third child, and I decided to come home. We were in Canada at the time, and I decided to come home and not travel anymore. My two other kids were getting older, and I really thought that they needed some roots. So that's when it started to be where he was working away from home. He was missing the kids' lives. Our youngest one, he was a brand new baby, and as of 2 months old, he never saw his dad. He didn't even know his dad. As he started to get older, one and so on, my husband would come home and our son wouldn't even know who he was. He would have to spend the whole time he was here getting to know him again and getting him to like him and getting him to be able to sit on his lap all over again. Um, our oldest is going into her teen years pretty soon. It's a really sensitive time, and all she wants is her dad. And I used to sit here and hold them because they would come up when it was supposed to be bedtime. It was a long day, and I was exhausted, and they'd come and sit by me, and they would just bawl their eyes out because all they wanted was their dad. And that was somewhere in the middle of last year, and that's when I said, enough's enough. I have this opportunity right here. Why am I wasting it? And so I did. I went full force. Around January this year, I started to really put things into perspective and really work the way that I knew that I could. And that doesn't mean that I worked harder. It just means that I took this and changed it from being a hobby into a profession. And so I did the things, I was consistent, and I did the things that I needed to do every day that maybe I just kind of did here and there before. And you can see I jumped in just a few months' time from $200 weekly to almost $1,200 weekly. And that keeps going up. Last month, I think I had my highest was 1,800. So it keeps going up consistently, and I was able to, back in June, give my husband the option to quit his job. He decided it wasn't time to quit yet, but he was able to give himself more choices so that he could work locally. He told the company he's not traveling like that anymore, and he does here and there just because he's got a good work ethic, but he's home every weekend at least, if not more. And that was something that was amazing to be able to give him the choice to do. And we've got bigger goals. He plans on quitting eventually. We want to buy a house, and we're going to get there. So let's talk about Mindy Wender for a while. She's one of the original coaches. Not original, but she's been here for about 5 years. She's been coaching. She is amazing, such a down-to-earth woman. She's from a tiny, tiny town in Michigan. She, didn't have very many friends. And she was able to build her business completely online through social media. And she still does every day. She's built this amazing team. And she is another part of the sources that we have. She has done amazing things for us. You can see in year one here, after 1 year, she was making $1,000 a week. After year two, it jumped up to $3,000. Year 3, it was $5,000, and last year she reported a $20,000 paycheck, and that's consistent, and it keeps going up. Um, you know, I think she said she was making $18,000 a year before she decided to coach. So she had a paycheck that was bigger than her entire year's pay before she started. You know, she has 2 kids, and her husband had lost his job, and it was the same as most of us. She wanted to be home with her kids so bad, and she couldn't be. And now she can, and thank God, because she just found out that her baby girl has autism, and she is doing amazing things in research, and being able to be alongside there with her and do things with her that maybe she wouldn't have been able to do before.
So here's how you get started. There's a couple different ways. You can pay the $39.95 join-up fee, and you get your first month Shakeology 25% off. And then your second month, you'll pay the $15.95 to maintain your website, which is a super good deal, because if you've ever looked at what it costs to run a website, it's insane what it costs to keep a website up and running and have to maintenance it all at the same time. You can cancel at any time if you wish, but why would you want to do that? It's free for military to sign up. If you're active duty military spouse, that $40 fee can be waived. And then lastly, you can join with a challenge pack, which is the way that most people join. Just because that $39.95 is then waived, you get your workout, you get your shake, you get your coach, you get everything, and then it's free to become a coach. So that's the most logical way to go about it.
All right, there's lots of reasons to coach. Everybody's got a different reason why they choose to sign up. You know, I first started, it was for accountability. I thought, hey, if people are watching me and they're expecting me to help them, then obviously I'm going to have to do it myself, right? And it evolved. It always evolves. There's the discount, 25% off. That's awesome. We get, let's see, Shakeology is around $130 a month, and then our price is closer to $100, depending on state taxes and things. We've already talked to you about the travel and incentives. Those are amazing. And it's not just that you get to go on vacation, like I said. It's that you get to go work out with these celebrity trainers. You get to go into these workshops that are life-changing. You get to be around these people who have done amazing things with their lives. And the energy when you're in that type of environment is irreplaceable. Financial freedom, obviously, is another one. Which you've seen some of the stories and how we have been able to achieve that. And then, of course, just to help people. You can always get on because you want to help people, which was another reason why I did. And what we're looking for, if you come into this, you have to be teachable. You have to be able to accept constructive criticism and be able to learn. We have been through the ropes, and like we've shown you, we have this amazing state-of-the-art training that we have created and really taken time and money and invested in to do something, but you've got to be able to apply it. You've got to be able to listen. You got to be a team player, because I told you about the team cycle bonus. We're all in this together. We are a true family. We don't want you to come in here unless you are going to want to be loved and supported the way that we do a family. You got to have fun. We're all silly. That's why we're called the MisFits, because nobody fits in anywhere, but we all fit in together. And you have to be service-minded. I mentioned before that this business is about helping people, which is, I think, amazing, because I believe that everybody has that at their core. I believe that humanity in general is meant to serve each other, and when you start to put that into practice, you really start to change, and some amazing things start to happen. So you've got to be service-minded, and you've got to have that at the forefront and put that into practice. Oops. All right. I'm really sorry. Thank goodness. My cold is coming on just as we're wrapping up. Let's go back to us. Okay.
I can look for questions if you want.
Yes, please. All right. So we are open for Q&A now. If you are on the YouTube channel, then you can go ahead and go down below the video. And in the comment section, you can ask questions if you have any for us. I believe we covered everything, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry, this cold is just starting to come up on me. So we're going to hang out for just a couple minutes and let you guys ask us questions. It'll probably take a couple minutes for them to come through.
I just want to post because I can.
You just want to what?
I wrote open for Q&A just because I can.
Oh.
Technology still amazes me. I'm still learning all of this.
I know. I used to hate it, but I've learned to make it my friend.
You know,
So
I've had to do it for myself instead of making my husband do it all, because then I turn around and don't know what I'm doing.
New activity on your video. Oh, that was probably you. That's funny. I got a notification. Macs are awesome.
Really, mine's more confusing because I could not find the answer button.
That's funny.
I was like, it's ringing. Where's the button?
Are you refreshing the page to get back to there? For the comments?
No, I didn't, because not yet, because I was scrolling up and down. You'll let me. So Heather asked, how did we come up with the team name? Did Andrea do that?
A bunch of us leaders got together in a group and came up with it, and it really just fit the soul of who we are. Andrea and Joelle are technically the founders of MisFit Republic, but it was a group of us that came together, and it really just fit who we were. I mean, and if you watch a few of us, then you'll find out. Everybody knows I'm not normal. I have no problem admitting that. And actually, I can post our slogan. It was on that one slide. And I absolutely love it because it is so us. Let's see if I can get there again. Yeah, see, it's right there. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits and the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not a fan of rules, and they have no, excuse me, no respect for the status quo. So that's kind of where we come from. And it was perfect.
I love that.
Yes. There's a longer one too, but.
Okay, let me refresh again.
It's all right, I don't mind hanging out here with you. We did pretty good. That was like less than 40 minutes. Yay!
That is good.
I'm just going to sit here and breathe in this stuff that you gave me.
Oh, is that what's going? Is that what the candle you were lighting?
Yeah. I had chicken soup and tea and the breathe, diffusing the breathe.
Can you smell it? Or can you not smell anything?
I can't smell it.
You might have to just put it right on you. I don't see any more questions.
Okie dokie. I'm going to pull up, since I'm not screen sharing anymore, I'll pull up. Why are you not coming up? What? All right. It's not coming up, so. It shows that we have 6 viewers still. Hey, look at that. Thanks, guys. But I don't think you have any more questions, so we're going to go ahead and get off and not waste anybody's time. But feel free to get a hold of any of us, and ask us questions. Excuse me. If you have any other questions, you can go ahead and get a hold of the coach that brought you here, invited you here today, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. All right? Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.